This episode of Inside Gaming Daily is brought to you by T-Mobile. Test drive our nationwide 4G network.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Monday. Hello!
Hey, Monday. Cyber Monday.
Your first news story for today, we got some Halo 4 map leaked details. Kinda sorta, because we're just advertising for those map packs. Let's give you some info. A German website,
Why not?
Das Gamen, basically revealed that the Crimson, Majestic, and Castle DLC release dates will be the following: December 10th, February 25th, and April 1st.
Okay.
We got it!
Yay.
That's all you need to know. If you have the season pass, you'll be getting these. Not really free since you paid more money, but yeah, let's just say free.
You'll get them at a discounted rate.
Yeah, and price-wise, I'm actually not sure. It's somewhere between $10 and $15 Microsoft will be charging for each map pack. But to be fair, we need some new maps. I'm getting sick of the same ones over and over.
Please.
Yes.
Some of you may be aware that we have a little award show coming up at the beginning of next month.
It's tiny.
Very little. Sean's making it, and he was skimping on the things. But I don't know what that meant, but I'm going to say it anyhow. But we're going to take the time in the next couple of dailies to let you know about the categories.
Yes.
And who the nominees are.
Everything has been announced on our website, but we're going to take apart a few categories daily, just in case you had any questions, maybe some concerns, such as our nominee list. Let's start with most original score.
Okay. All right.
First perfect example is Darksiders 2. Most of the game was kind of generic. It's a good game, but the music was outstanding. Jasper Kidd outdid himself. So good.
Our second nominee is Fez. This game is known for a visual aesthetic, but the music actually kind of takes that aesthetic and translates it to sound.
Yeah, I think everyone who played it, it all just kind of felt like a very cohesive game in terms of visuals and sound, and the music was definitely part of that. Next up, Halo 4. A lot of people were worried about this one because of not having Mario O'Donnell working on Halo.
Yeah.
But Neil Davidge did a fantastic job. We made that very clear in the review. It's probably not what you're expecting, but they did a lot of great things with it, and I think there are some very memorable songs, 117 being one of them, and Two Galaxies, I believe his name, where it's just like, they're actually very iconic. They're very good.
Then, oh man, I think this is one of my favorites, Hotline Miami.
This came out of nowhere. And I think the soundtrack for this game is perfect.
It is.
Yeah, I can't say anything really. You have to play it, right?
It's insane.
Yeah, it's you mentioned this is the only soundtrack that you actually listen to outside of any of these games.
Yep.
Outside of actually playing a game.
Yep.
So, murder people with this track.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the news. And finally, we got Mass Effect 3. This has been up. This was one we fought a lot over, but overall, it is a very good soundtrack.
It's amazing.
Clint Mansell working on this was fantastic. He's done amazing work for film and actually translated over to video games quite well. And overall, the soundtrack is fantastic.
It's epic.
Well, as it should be.
Then we have Best Game Cinematography.
This is kind of a confusing one. This is actually cinematography used within the game during gameplay and cinematics.
Basically, if a camera looks at something.
Yeah. It rewards camera work, lighting, basically everything that gives the game a visual aesthetic.
Yep.
But from a almost non-player controlled. Not always.
Not always,
but in typical fashion.
That's what's tricky about this.
Yeah. There's a better explanation that a British guy will do later, but that's essentially it in a nutshell. Your first nominee is Azura's Wrath, which is basically all cinematography.
That's the only thing that this game has to offer, so we had to nominate it for it.
And QuickTime events.
Yeah, QuickTime events. But there's no Best QuickTime events category, thank God, because we're not another award show. Then we have Halo 4. I mean, this is possibly the best looking Halo game ever.
Yeah. Yes.
Best game on Xbox ever, and the way they move the camera to highlight that well. Yeah.
By far the best looking cutscenes we have seen today, and the performance capture that they've done in Halo 4, it just blows any other cinematic out of the water for previous Halo games.
Out of the water. Then we have Mass Effect 3, again, super cinematic, this is an epic game, an epic scale. I mean, come on, man.
Some of the cutscenes are just fantastic in terms of, sheer size and doing all that within the Unreal Engine.
Yeah.
BioWare has really outdone themselves. And you know what? If you didn't cry a little bit with Mordin going up in that tower, Grunt getting overrun by little fucking insects.
See, I'm going to blow your mind. It's a visual metaphor for Mordin going to space heaven.
Next up, we got Max Payne 3, which once again, the cutscenes in this game are fantastic, done in a very Tony Scott style.
Everybody keeps on saying that.
I was worried about this one, being a huge fan of Max Payne 1 and 2, doing the comic book noir style.
Yeah.
And
Well, that they're in Brazil.
well, I was like wondering how could they do that in a
Yeah.
an updated environment. People were really worried about how they could do it with 3D, and it was really well done. Random words popping up and just how it would actually affect some gameplay.
Yeah.
But Rockstar did a fantastic job with Max Payne 3.
Then finally we have Spec Ops: The Line. I mean, this game is basically Apocalypse Now in the desert, so
Yeah,
You know.
most of the game, yes, it's a third-person shooter, but there are some cutscenes, especially the phosphorus moment, and other scenes during actual gameplay where like lights are flickering and there's really cool effects happening, where the cinematography is actually messing with you as the player.
Yeah.
But overall, it's a game that really should be rewarded for its narrative and for its cinematography. So that's it for our nominees. We'll have even more tomorrow, so that'll be fun.
yeah, yay, I'm looking forward to it.
Cool. That's your new stuff. Let's go to the downloads.
Your first bit of downloads today are on the Xbox Live Arcade Cyber Monday deals. Yay! First up, we have Shadow Complex. I highly suggest you get this because it's only 800 Microsoft points.
I believe that's half off, but
Yeah.
Microsoft points mean nothing to me anymore. It's just as bad as the euro. Then we have Bloodforge, which is 600 Microsoft points.
And then, for some reason, this free-to-play costs money on Xbox Live, and you can get it on a deal for Gotham City Imposters is only 600 Microsoft points.
Or free on the PC.
Or just get it free on the PC.
Real Steel. Why? If you hate yourself,
Please.
play this Hugh Jackman vehicle.
It's really hilarious, actually.
400 Microsoft Blukaboos.
And then we also have,
Yes.
if you're into you know, self-flagellation, The Expendables 2, they made a video game for it.
You have to play it.
Yeah, actually, we did it on the Awful Game stream.
Digital Dolph Lundgren is to be beholden
yeah,
before ye.
Oh man.
Please get it. You got Coldstream DLC for Left 4 Dead 2. That's 280 Microsoft points. Or once again, free on the PC.
Well, hey.
Yeah, but hey, at least it's there. In addition to the Xbox, we have the Steam Autumn Sale. This is the last day. It's been a very good sale. A lot of games if you missed out. Actually, a lot of discounts on games that came out this year.
Yeah.
One of which is Dishonored, which is half off, $30. Check it out.
Why don't
Please.
you own it already?
And they're waiting for the Steam Autumn Sale.
I guess. Good on you.
Lord Autumn Bottom said, wait till Dishonored.
Then we also have Orcs Must Die 2. This is a fun game, and it's retarded cheap right now, $3.74.
And you should buy it too because there is co-op.
Yeah. And then also today is Spartan Ops Episode 4 coming out. If you own Halo, it's free. Pick it up.
Please do. It's getting better. That's it for your downloads. Let's go to the trailers. First trailer for today, we get the Metro Last Light live action preacher trailer. What happens when that crazy guy in the street that keeps asking for money, who screams at you, becomes your Lord and Savior?
He was so right.
Yeah,
Who's crazy now?
he is.
Okay, still. All right, then we also have Far Cry 3 map editor trailer. I bet you didn't know that Far Cry 3 has a very robust map editor.
It does. It's had this ever since, I think, was it Predator Instincts, whatever.
love the
Random,
expansion.
random one they put. I think it was on the original Xbox. Has had a map editor, but it looks even better this time. The fact that
Yeah.
you can actually use it in single
Single
player
player.
as well, worth checking out.
Nice.
And Far Cry 3, go check out our review too. We gave it a good score. All right, everyone, that's it for your show. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
You can stay tuned to the end. Go to ClickCast, follow them out on Twitter and stuff.
Sam Dukovic.
You can totally do that. Also, Movember update. Heyo,
Look at that.
that's a mouse.
The kind folks at Razer have donated this Razer Naga for basically if until the end of the month, if you donate, we're gonna randomly select one of the names and you are gonna get your greasy little hands on this. And so go to mobro.co/machinima to
Yep.
enter in to try to get to win this. Level.
December 1st, these things are gone.
Gone, so enjoy it while you can.
Women will no longer be, well, they'll still be freaked out.
Yeah,
Because we're creepy.
we're very ugly.
See you guys tomorrow, but until then, here's the best video ever.
Mustache cyber mouse.
I don't want to cyber with our mustaches. They'll get
Yeah,
interlocked
that'd be weird.
like command strips. Just Velcro. You want to touch mustaches, Rubes? Three-way?
Right now, we're about to be trapped in here with one of those things.
What the hell are you talking about?
He's fucking zombies.
Wait a minute. That ain't no secret.
We all are.
It's that time of year again. Join us for the 2012's Inside Gaming Awards on December 8th. It all goes down at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time only on machinimalive.com. And don't forget to cast your vote for this year's Gamer's Choice Award.